Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm diving into what might be the most explosive royal scandal of the decade. A revelation so shocking it threatens to completely destroy Meghan Markle's carefully crafted public image. A respected royal biographer has just dropped a bombshell allegation that could burn the Sussex brand to ashes, claiming Meghan was part of the controversial Yacht Girl scene before strategically targeting Prince Harry as her ticket to global fame. This isn't just another tabloid rumor. This is coming from one of the most credible royal sources in the business, and the implications are absolutely devastating. Now, I know you guys are excited for more foray, but before we delve into further discussion, if you haven't subscribed, come on, guys, what are you waiting for? Hit like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell ASAP. So now, let me break this down for you because this story has the potential to rewrite the entire Sussex fairy tale. Levin, not some random gossip columnist, but a highly respected royal biographer with decades of palace connections, has publicly alleged that before Meghan was ever Her Royal Highness, she was participating in an exclusive and very controversial yacht party scene. And if that bombshell wasn't explosive enough, Levin claims Meghan's marriage to Prince Harry was never about love, but about securing global fame at any cost. What makes this allegation particularly devastating is the source. Angela Levin isn't firing off random accusations. She's a longtime royal journalist with deep connections inside the palace, who has interviewed royal family members and has unprecedented access to royal aides. When someone of her stature drops an allegation like this, it doesn't get dismissed as idle gossip. It gets taken very seriously by the media, the public, and most importantly, by those in positions of power and influence. For those who might not be familiar with the term, in elite circles, the phrase yacht girl comes with a very specific and scandalous meaning. It refers to a scene of luxury yachts, exclusive parties, wealthy patrons, and strategic mingling for connections and opportunities. This is about as far from Meghan's carefully constructed public image as you can possibly get. She's built her brand as a self-made woman, a hard-working actress who fought for every opportunity through talent and determination. Levin's framing completely shatters that narrative. Suddenly, Meghan's rise isn't about grit and talent, but about calculated positioning in the most controversial of social circles. Whether the label is fair or not, in PR terms, it's absolutely lethal. Hollywood, luxury brands, and political circles hate the smell of controversy tied to this lifestyle. This kind of allegation can make sponsors, partners, and collaborators vanish overnight. But Levin didn't stop at Meghan's past. She directly linked it to her relationship with Harry, claiming Meghan saw him not as a partner in love, but as a once-in-a-lifetime golden ticket to permanent global relevance. The royal wedding, in this version of events, wasn't a beautiful love story. It was a strategic business acquisition. Meghan Incorporated went from mid-tier Hollywood recognition to global household name in a single ceremony, securing a brand that no acting role could have ever given her. For critics who have long suspected Meghan's motives, this is the final confirmation they've been waiting for. For supporters, it's a nightmare to defend. Meghan has built her post-royal brand on words like empowerment, authenticity, and uplifting women. She's sold herself as a feminist role model, someone who climbed her way up on talent and hard work. Levin's allegations punch a hole straight through that image, replacing it with a portrayal of someone who used status and relationships as stepping stones to fame. In branding terms, this is absolutely devastating. Hypocrisy is one of the quickest ways to lose public trust, and if Meghan has indeed been presenting a carefully crafted fiction while hiding a very different reality, the damage to her reputation could be irreparable. No amount of glossy Netflix documentaries or carefully staged photo ops can easily undo this kind of narrative once it takes hold in the public consciousness. And then there's Harry. If Levin's claim is accurate, the Duke of Sussex becomes collateral damage in the most humiliating way possible. The public already sees Harry as having been dramatically changed or controlled since meeting Meghan. Now, the picture painted is of a man who is either too naive to see the strategy or too smitten to care. Either way, it chips away at his credibility, independence, and judgment in ways that could haunt him for the rest of his life. If you thought the yacht girl allegation was bad, the ripple effect is even worse. When a claim like this goes public from a figure as credible as Angela Levin, it doesn't just hit reputations, it can collapse entire business empires. Hollywood thrives on reinvention, but it despises being embarrassed. Meghan's Netflix and production partnerships are built on her being a marketable, inspiring figure. But if the yacht girl image catches fire online, boardrooms and PR teams will start seeing her as a brand liability rather than an asset. In the entertainment industry, perception is reality, and the optics of manipulating her way into the royal family is a stain no PR spin can easily wash away. Meghan has weathered scandals before, from the Oprah interview backlash to accusations of bullying palace staff. Each time she's managed to pivot and recover. But this one is different. It's not a nameless rumor. It's from a reputable author with documented royal connections. What makes this allegation particularly damaging is that it has two devastating angles: the alleged yacht girl past and the married for fame accusation. It fits perfectly into an existing public narrative about her ambition, making it almost too easy for critics to believe. This isn't a 48-hour tabloid cycle that will blow over by next week. This is a storyline the press will revisit again and again, especially whenever Meghan launches a new project or makes a public appearance. Meghan's usual tactic when facing controversy is to stay silent and wait for the storm to pass. But this time, that could be the worst move possible. Silence will allow the narrative to cement in the public's mind. If she does respond, she risks Angela Levin doubling down with even more revelations. It's a PR catch-22. Speak and feed the fire, or say nothing and look guilty. Either way, the damage to her authentic, empowered woman image is already underway. Social media isn't holding back. Hashtags mocking Meghan as from yacht to palace and gold digger duchess are trending. TikTok creators are stitching clips of her royal wedding with stock footage of luxury yachts, racking up millions of views. Even former fans are posting comments like, "If this is true, she's been playing us all along." The UK tabloids are salivating, US celebrity gossip shows are circling, and royal watchers know this could be Meghan's defining scandal. Here's the cruel truth about reputation management. Once the seed of doubt is planted, it's nearly impossible to remove completely. For critics, Levin's statement is the smoking gun they've been waiting for. For neutral observers, it's a nagging thought in the back of their minds every time Meghan speaks about her struggles or her journey. And for Meghan herself, this could mean the end of being taken seriously as a humanitarian activist or modern royal. Angela Levin has effectively put Meghan in a narrative prison, one where every future career move will be judged against this scandal. Unless Meghan finds a masterstroke way out, the title Yacht Girl could follow her for the rest of her life, undermining everything from her American Riviera Orchard lifestyle brand to her Netflix productions to her charity work. What's particularly fascinating about this scandal is how it threatens to completely rewrite the Sussex love story that captivated the world. We were sold a fairy tale of an American actress who captured the heart of a prince and bravely joined an ancient institution, only to be forced out by racism and hostility. But if Levin's allegations contain even a kernel of truth, we're looking at a dramatically different narrative, one of calculated social climbing and strategic positioning that culminated in the ultimate status prize, a royal title. The impact on Harry is equally devastating. He's already been portrayed by critics as being under Meghan's control, having abandoned his family, friends, and royal duties. Now he risks being seen as the naive Mark in an elaborate con, the golden ticket that was targeted from the beginning. For a man who's already struggling with his place in the world after leaving royal life, this kind of humiliation could be psychologically crushing. The business implications are equally serious. Meghan and Harry have been struggling to establish consistent revenue streams since leaving royal life. Their Spotify deal collapsed, their Netflix productions have received mixed reviews, and Meghan's lifestyle brand is still in its infancy. Major brands and corporations are notoriously risk-averse. They don't want to align themselves with controversial figures who might damage their own reputations by association. If this yacht girl narrative takes hold, we could see a quiet but significant exodus of business opportunities, not through public announcements, but through unreturned phone calls, delayed meetings, and projects that mysteriously never materialize. In Hollywood, death by 1,000 cuts happens behind closed doors, with smiles to your face and whispers behind your back. What makes this situation particularly ironic is that Meghan and Harry left royal life partly to escape what they saw as unfair media scrutiny and character assassination. Yet in the celebrity world they've chosen to enter, reputation is even more fragile and dependent on public perception. The royal family, for all its flaws, has centuries of institutional power behind it. Celebrities have only the goodwill of their audience and business partners, goodwill that can evaporate overnight. The timing couldn't be worse for the Sussexes. They're reportedly struggling to find their footing in Hollywood, with insiders suggesting their production company is having difficulty developing compelling content. Meghan's lifestyle brand has been met with mixed reactions, and Harry's solo projects have failed to generate significant interest. They needed a win, not a reputation-shattering scandal. For Meghan, this is the crisis that tests everything: her PR skills, her strategic thinking, her resilience, and most importantly, her ability to maintain her carefully constructed public image in the face of its most serious challenge. The question isn't just whether she can weather this storm, but whether she emerges from it fundamentally changed in the public's perception. Some crisis management experts suggest she has limited options. A full denial risks Levin producing more evidence. Ignoring it allows the narrative to grow unchallenged. A partial acknowledgement with spin, "Yes, I attended yacht parties, but not in the way it's being portrayed," risks confirming the core allegation while still seeming dishonest. There's no clear path to reputation recovery if these claims gain mainstream traction. What's particularly interesting about this scandal is how it's dividing people along existing battle lines. Those who were already critical of Meghan see this as vindication of their suspicions. Those who support her dismiss it as another attack from a biased British establishment. But it's the vast middle, those who had no strong opinions either way, whose perceptions matter most. And for them, this kind of allegation from a credible source plants a seed of doubt that's hard to dislodge. For Harry, this puts him in an impossible position. Does he stand by his wife and potentially look like a dupe? Does he distance himself and confirm the narrative that their relationship is troubled? Does he attack Angela Levin and risk her revealing more damaging information? There's no clean exit strategy for him either. He's caught in the same narrative trap as Meghan. So what happens next? The coming weeks will be critical. If mainstream media outlets beyond the tabloids pick up this story and start investigating Levin's claims, it could snowball into something uncontrollable. If celebrities and business partners start quietly distancing themselves from the Sussexes, it will signal that the damage is spreading. And if Meghan and Harry's team can't find a way to effectively counter this narrative, it could define their public image for years to come. What do you think about these explosive allegations? Do you believe Angela Levin's account, or do you think this is just another attack on a woman who dared to challenge the royal establishment? Do you think Meghan married Harry for love or for leverage? And if these allegations prove true, should the public hold her accountable, or is this just how the game of high society works? Drop your verdict in the comments. Love or leverage if you think Harry was more business deal than soulmate, or let her be if you think this is all exaggerated and irrelevant to her public role. And while you're at it, weigh in on something bigger. If this yacht girl branding sticks, will Meghan's Netflix deals, her media empire, and her celebrity pool survive, or will brands start quietly cutting ties the way they've done with so many tarnished public figures? Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn that notification bell all the way on, because this isn't just royal gossip anymore. This is a fight over image, influence, and the truth behind one of the most controversial women in modern royal history. And I want you in on it from the very next chapter. This is your friendly neighborhood critic signing off. Until next time. Ta-ta, and bye for now.